Well, we're now joined by Logan Bayliss. Logan, you've had a full pre-season at Bradford. How do you feel that has benefited you, and how are you feeling in yourself?
I just feel like I've got my feet under me now, and I can sort of work on other aspects of my game. Like there's still a lot to do, but I just feel like, I'm not on the back foot anymore. I can, start playing more to, how I did before my injury and stuff like that.
Certainly different to last season when I think it was a day or 2 days you arrived in the country from Australia, and then you were flying out to France to face Toulouse.
Yeah, mate, I was up for it, but I had about 40 minutes of footy under my belt within 12 months. It was a tough ask to go straight in, straight to Toulouse. But what can you do? You got to turn up and play. But yeah, definitely a different feeling now that I've had a full pre-season and starting to feel confident again.
How do you feel that full pre-season has helped you with that sort of progress and your performances in the early part of the season?
Well, it started in the off season. I didn't stop training. I knew I was still catching up. I wanted to get to pre-season fit. I did all right when I got there, and I just feel like it's just given me the confidence to back my body. I was sort of double guessing myself a little bit last year. Because I just didn't feel the same. And it was really affecting me. So I knew I just wanted to have a big off season and pre-season, and the standards have been high since day one here. Like we come in, all our testing, everything's been to the highest standard. So yeah, I think it's brought the best out of me, and it's been a positive start. But there's still heaps to do really.
That's something Wonga Blake's referenced. Obviously, he's been in the Super League, NRL environments. Just how intense has pre-season been for you?
It has been, mate. Obviously, the time we do get on the field, it has to be intense, and it has to be to a high standard, because we don't have all day to train, you know what I mean? Like, it has to be high standard and has to have that intensity, or we're not going to get anything out of it in a pre-season. So that was one of the things going into the pre-season is just best effort every time, and I think that's brought the best out of everyone, and the standards have been high.
How would those standards compare someone like yourself who's been at North Queensland, Brisbane, in that sort of Queensland Cup, NRL, professional setting?
Yeah, it's on par, really. It's, obviously it's a little bit different because we're part-time, but the standards are the same, they're of the highest. And you can sort of tell how we started the year. Like I said, a lot to do, but just keeping those standards high and doing the little things right, I think has really put us in good stead, especially because we are part-time, we need to get the most out of the time we have together here in the building. So, it's going well.
How do you feel that competition, that very fierce competition for places, is driving you, affecting your performances, knowing that if you have an off day, there's someone ready to take your shirt and place in the team?
Yeah, there's going to be no off days for anyone this year. I think there's very few guys who can afford to have one bad game, let alone two in a row. So it's good. It's bringing the best out of everyone. It's like everything. It keeps everything real competitive at training and in games, but there's no negativity around it. Like everyone knows we're all just doing our best for each other. So it's just bringing the best out of everyone and myself. I know, if I don't feel like training today, someone else does. So I want to, they're lifting me up too. So it's been good.
In terms of your development, personal growth, how do you feel Brian Noble, Lee Greenwood have helped and aided you?
It's just little subtle stuff at the moment. I've had a few chats with them, and it's just it's been real good for my development. There's I said it before, it's been a positive start, but still a lot to work on. And stuff's been pointed out, and was taking steps to improve that. And just other stuff, I think it's just big on just, game day's the best day of the week, so enjoy it kind of thing. It's just little subtle stuff they say like that. So, just little bits like that I'm sort of picking up as the pre-season and the year goes by.
There's been a couple of competitive fixtures. Do you feel those performances have raised that expectation bar?
For our team?
For the team on a personal level?
Yeah, I think externally, but internally we know what we're about. We know, you know, like we've still got the training wheels on. Like there's still a lot of progress to go for us, and that's the exciting thing. You know, like we know we can be as good as we think we can be, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But we're not there yet. So I just it's definitely good to know where we're at, and you know we've played some quality teams, had some good hit outs, and it's just about improving at this point, really.
And it's certainly encouraging to know that whilst Bradford are one of a few clubs in the Championship currently undefeated, there has been some sloppiness, some room for improvement.
Yeah, there has been, mate, and you know that's something I reckon we'll go in the meeting today and we'll identify that. You know, like not being green or smart with that kind of thing. It'll be identified and we'll work towards it. You know, I think the theme so far this year is take the good, keep working on that, and we've just identified the stuff we need to improve on, and it's just about concentration really for us, you know, putting 80 minutes in, because I think we'll give most teams in the country a crack if we do that, you know what I mean?
Brian Noble said after the game against Hunslet that it was always in his plans to let every squad member have a game up to and including round two. Obviously you were one of the players alongside James Donaldson, Mitch Suter, who missed out. What's it like this week knowing that because it's a cup game against Batley, this is probably going to be the strongest 17, 18 players that Brian selects? What is there a bit of excitement amongst the players?
I think it's very exciting because we know the month we have ahead. Obviously Batley's first up and they're a tough outfit, but sort of know, like, if you've done the work, you know, just expect what's expected, kind of thing. So it is exciting. You'll see it today, you know, when all the boys come in, and it's a big week for us, and it's a big month. So it's only going to get bigger, I reckon. You know, the sort of top 17 there's going to be separation, but you know that's the name of the game, really, isn't it?
This game against Batley is the 1895 Cup. I'm not sure if you're aware, but 3 wins, Bradford at Wembley. How much of a sort of driving focus point is that? I know you're taking it game by game, but that'd be really, really good for Bradford to be back at Wembley.
Yeah, it's massive. You know, it's something we've spoken about as a group. It's where we want to be, you know, but it's week by week. You know, Batley, there will be no pushover, so we'll take it week by week. But it's definitely a carrot. You know, you go to Wembley mid-year, it's a bit of excitement. You know, it keeps you invested in when the season's feeling long. And it's an exciting prospect. But you know, we're still in 2 cups at the moment, so it's week by week.
And these next 3 games, Batley, Toulouse, Salford, all the way from Odsal, these are sort of mini cup finals in themselves. A really exciting time to be a player of the Bradford Bulls, playing in such high profile games.
Yeah, it is, but it's why you play. It's why you come to a club like Bradford. You know, like it brings a little bit of attention with it, you know, and expectation, like we touched on before. But you know, say it again, it's exciting. It's going to be, you know, it might feel like a whirlwind, you know, week after week playing these big games, but I think we'll be up for it. You know, it's a competitive squad. You want to be there. You want to play these games. So, just take it week by week, and hopefully we get the results.